We're headed out to get comfortable with Valerian. She happens to live in the bee garden, like many of my plants, right there on the edge by the tundra. Can you see her from here? Take a moment and note everything you see and hear, for this is the larger ecosystem of Valerian. In a moment, we will walk closer, and as I do so, I want you to keep your eyes and ears open for everything that you see and hear. When standing here, we can see a closer view of where Valerian lives. Today, it's the 1st of June. It's a very warm day with a light breeze here and there. Listen for a moment. What do you hear? What do you see? Are there other plants or herbs near the Valerian? Are its leaves or roots touching anything that you can see from here? What kind of light might it get in here? How might the water flow through here when it rains or when it's watered? Is it protected from the wind? What animals or insects might have been through here? Let's get a little closer so that you can see her a little bit better. One of the things you can smell in this area is the gardenias that are just over the fence a little ways. And they're very potent at the moment. Now that we're right here with Valerian, notice every little detail that you can about this plant. Let's start our closer look by looking at the stem of the Valerian. Okay, given how thin these stems truly are, for our close-up of the stems, we're going to stay about here so the camera stays in focus for us. So, do these stems look round or square? Do they look soft and flexible, or do they look woody? Do they have lines, veins, ridges? Any other noticeable markings that you can note on these stems? How do you think the stem feels? How do you think it might smell? I just touched it a second ago, and it lets off like a... I don't even know how to describe it. It reminds me of ants, the smell you smell when ants are around. It's like an anticide. And it feels smooth and hard, like not flexible. A little flexible, but I can't really move her much. Now let's get in here and look at these leaves. How are these leaves arranged? Are there only leaves at the bottom of the plant? Only at the top of the Valerian? All throughout the Valerian? How do the leaves connect to the stem? Are they opposite each other? Are they all on one side? Do you see any signs of insects or animals when looking at the leaves and how they're structured? Now we're going to take a moment and zoom in on just one leaf. Let's zoom in let's zoom in right here. Look at the edges of the leaves. What do they look like? Are they sawtooth, jagged? Smooth. What are the shape of the leaves? What about the veins on the leaves? Are they deep or shallow? Are they embossed or raised? What color are these leaves? What do you think the leaves might feel like? As you can see, the leaves are quite small. They have a rubbery texture that still feels very delicate, like I'm almost afraid that just by touching it, it's gonna kind of tear. Let's see if we can flip her over so that you can see the back of her leaf. Note everything you can about the back of the leaf. How the veins are, the leaf edges. Now we're going to zoom out and look at the flower arrangement. How are the flowers arranged on the valerian? Is there just one flower per stem? Multiple flowers per stem? A bunch of little flowers that make it look like just one flower? How do they attach to the stem? Note any interesting or special features that you might notice about how these attach to the stem. Here we have a close-up of the valerian flower. Take note of the petals. What shape are the petals? How many stamens do the petals have? What color are the flowers? Is it just one flower there? Is it a lot of little flowers making up one flower? Let's see if I can get this to focus better for you guys. Now, everything you see about the flowers of the valerian. How do you think these might smell? Do you think they have a smell? I just smelt them a few moments ago. They have quite a nice sweet smell to them. Never smelled valerian before today. Well, besides when making tea, but that's not from the flower. Now it's time to let our mind just drift with this plant and think about what we can do for valerian and what valerian might be able to do for us. Since the flowers are so beautiful and sweet, I thought we would focus just on them for this meditation. Go ahead and let your mind wander with valerian. If you closed your eyes, go ahead and open them now. Bring yourself back to your surroundings. Now we're going to zoom out and we're going to do a draw from memory. Now we've come to the point where we draw this plant from memory. So either in your mind's eye or on a piece of paper, we're going to sketch her from the ground up. Every detail you can remember about valerian. How the stem came out of the ground, how the leaves form off the stem, the shape of the leaves, all the way up to the stem, up to the flowers, and how the flowers are arranged. If you need more time, pause the video now. Now looking back at Valerian, take note of any details you might have missed. Feel free to rewind this video as many times as you need until you are comfortable with Valerian. That concludes our Get Comfortable with Valerian. I hope to see you back here again soon. I really hope that you take the time to do this with the plants in your yard. Till next time, take care.